one click.
Now, this is normally the time where I normally read the rest of our socials and we kind of promote our stuff before we go on the break. But it's February, and I think it's important that in a time where people are trying to do away with Black History Month, I think we should do our due diligence and shine some light on some video game Black history.
Preach.
And I want to focus on a very, niche, indie, unknown Black artist who's contributed a lot to the video game industry. Mikhail Joseph Jackson. Who knows y'all heard of it?
I don't know if you heard of this guy. Got him with anything.
So I wanted to talk about him a little bit. Well, at first, every time I think about Michael Jackson in video games, I always go to Sonic 3.
Yeah. Sonic 3 or Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
Or, honestly, actually, when I think of Michael Jackson, I think of Space Channel 5.
Yes, I was about to bring that up.
I think straight to that.
Yeah. So I've never played Space Channel 5 Part 2 is the one that
he's in Part 1 too.
He's in Part 1 too?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's in Part 1.
That's crazy. I need to go back and look it up.
Yeah.
Yes, I've never made it to, I guess, the part that he pops up in, I guess.
So Part 2, he just has a bigger part because there's like a whole part based around him, and like they're doing like the zombie thriller dance, and they're doing the moonwalk, and it's so it's like a whole part based off of him where you have to save him. So I think that's pretty cool. So I love knowing that Michael Jackson has contributed to games that I love.
Yeah. He must have had something going on with just Sega. I think he just loved Sega because...
No, he did. They used to invite him to stuff, and he said like he loved their games. And then didn't Sega help make Moonwalker or whatever? They made Moonwalker.
Both versions, yes.
That game was not great, but
I would love to go back and like play it through one go. I've never beaten it. You sound like you never tried.
Why? Why would I? That's like saying I never beat the Lion King. Well, okay, I should.
I'm a Moonwalker apologist. I never played the arcade one. The arcade one looks a little different. It's like an isometric kind of shooter or whatever.
It's literally a different game.
Yeah. But the Sega Genesis one was that side-scrolling kind of, I guess you call it a beat-em-up, maybe? It's side-scrolling.
Yes,
it is combat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Kind of reminds me of Castlevania a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little more Castlevania-y. But it's levels. But anyway, like, you got Moonwalker, both those Moonwalkers. You got his contributions to Sonic 3 and Sonic Heroes, like you said. Space Channel 5, Ready to Rumble 2.
Oh yeah, he's a character in that game.
And he voices it. He voices that boxer.
Yeah.
And I also, because I was Googling, because I wanted to make sure I mentioned everything. I don't know how I forgot Michael Jackson, The Experience.
Oh yeah, for the Wii.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the Wii, it was on the Kinect. It was like
Was that Sega too, or was that the people that made Just Dance or whatever?
Made it Just Dance, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
One of the few Kinect games that actually worked properly.
Maybe the only one that worked properly.
Michael Jackson Experience, like that, I put hours into that joint.
I didn't get that game because I didn't have a Kinect, and I wanted a Kinect so bad because Sonic Riders was on it. Then I heard that game was ass, so I was like, never mind. Yeah.
It was not great. But yeah, this was the only reason to own a Kinect. This, and there was another, Dance Central was another really good one. I guess
the Star Wars game was not good on there either. The Star Wars.
I don't know. I never heard a lot of people talking about that one.
Okay, so never mind. Yeah, probably just those two games. That's fine.
Yeah, man, MJ, we don't celebrate MJ enough in the gaming space. That dude did a lot to try to make gaming mainstream in a time where it wasn't really mainstream yet.
Yeah.
So MJ, our Black History Month spotlight, go out, stream the music from Ice Cap Zone in honor.
Mystic Mansion, Sonic Heroes, go
Mystic
play
Mansion.
Space Channel 5.
Come
It's like
on.
what, $5 on Steam
Come
or
on.
something?
Come
I
on.
wish more Black artists would do that in gaming spaces. Like I wish I could get a Megan Thee Stallion Capcom collab or something
You
like.
would think that's crazy that that hasn't happened yet, because like she's out of everybody who's current now, she's got to be the
Yeah.
most outwardly proud
Anime
gamer.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just
yeah.
so crazy
I know
that
Crunchyroll
like
got some collabs with her.
yeah, I don't care about Crunchyroll. Like I want like a Megan Thee Stallion Monster Hunter skin or
That
like
would be dope.
a Megan Thee Stallion cameo in the next Devil May Cry game or something like.
Well, the problem is a lot of these publishers are cheap, and these
That's
artists want to
true.
get paid. Like a lot back in the day, artists just was fine getting the publicity.
I think Michael Jackson did it for the love
I
of
think he
like
did too.
he just wanted to do it.
I
Like
just-
if I was like Kai Cenat, I would go to these people and be like, look, you ain't gotta pay me a lot. Just like I wanna be a part of whatever you got going on. Put me in the next Resident Evil.
Oh, that
I don't care. Like
crazy.
put me in. All right, I'm gonna be working with Jill and Chris.
Money's not that important, y'all. It is a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
A
yeah.
little bit. You kind of need it, but I'd be down. Capcom, you ain't got to pay me. Sega, if you want me, you want to put me in the next Space Channel Part 3? I don't know. I don't know how good that's gonna be.
So you won't even put me in the next Just Set Radio future because my
I
man
do that.
Naganuma, I follow him on Twitter. All right, just let me know.